What's up, people lovers? We are going to watch over a recorded game of Kerbal. Our hero here, as you can see, 1600 level. He is playing Burgundians against Berbers. He wrote down that I did struggle with the matchup Burgundians versus Berbers. I did assume I have an eco lead, but I did not feel like it. Decision making when I need to make army, when I can play greedy. That's what we are trying to focus on. So, obviously Burgundians, the civilization that should have a stronger economy with our economy upgrades. And we are playing on Arabia here. And trying to see how this one plays out. Okay, a bit of a rocky start there. Going for the woodline in the back. I think the ones at the front could have been options as well. Not sure how much we scouted and felt a bit unfortunate. Ah, yeah, okay. I can see. Yeah. Okay, if we scout this, going for it makes absolutely sense. Okay. Nothing you can fault the poor guy for. I think I would have squeezed it in here, but certainly not pretty. Board timing feels a bit off. Ooh. That bowler was really inefficient. Aye. For 1600, this needs to be better. Also, the deer push is not great. Bowler shaky. Also, the villagers weren't really that efficient, right? The deer is not easy. Oh, I think we go back. I think we go back here the whole time. Let me see, and let's only focus on what's happening on the town center. This sheep should always be here, right? We don't want to walk over here. This villager walks pretty far. That's a mischief click. That boar is early. That's a lot of lost resources. That deer got shot out of position. Deer push, goes back. Another shaky boar. Another not great deer. Honestly, like, Dark Age under TC management. I think this can be heavily improved. Yeah. Like, this is like a lot of inefficiency. Yeah. Obviously tough to see how many resources we got. Let's see how many resources we got once we click up. Okay, opponent clicked up now. We have some in our hands, so yeah. Okay, we click up now. Economy. We want 30 ahead. Did the opponent not push deer? They pushed deer as well. What happened on their end? How did they have 5 on wood already? Okay. Only 3 on wood. Okay. Or do they have food in their hands here? Ah, yeah, okay. That's 100 food that they carry. Okay, let's continue. That is too much for one wood line. 6 on one wood line. Typically something we want to have a 5-5 split, right? Those will get really inefficient pretty soon. But something we will fix at some point. Here we want to have those villagers already on the wood line. And only 2 building or 1 building and switching. Also, we need a barracks pretty soon. So we will be floating quite some wood, right? We have the early wood upgrade. That villager should technically be on that tree, but not the most important thing. Barracks typically is a building that we want to build towards our opponent. Yeah, now we're building the barracks with 2 villages instead of 1. Stable. Okay, there. It feels a bit ugly how we are controlling our gold here. This will be the house, right? And stable. The scouts. Feels like they might be popping at the wrong side. Also, with Bidex, I think you're gonna float a lot of wood. I think so as well. House. Spearman. Would have loved to see the stable, right? Scouting should be at the front here to really confirm what they're doing. We didn't scout the main gold because we pushed deer. Now we see the scout here. Not sure where we're taking this fight. Okay. And now we start to farm with heavy plow. Crazy. Okay. So we are in a really good spot. We have 4 eco upgrades. They have 2. We have our scouts at home. Our eco's running. Hi. But where can we get attacked? Over here, yeah. 2 scouts, 1 spearman here. Berries are still open. I think I would have liked to just see some walls around some area. Like just small wall this. And then send the spearman here, right? Scouts are around there. That's not a pretty fight for us. Oh no. That's still okay. Yeah. Small wall here. Shift clicking. Spearmen go back. Why are we here? Oh, this is an area where we can't get attacked. Right? Like, nothing can happen here. Why are scouts positioned here? This is the area where we can take damage. This is the area where he thinks he can do damage. So this is the area that we need to wall or have army. Spearman movement, nice. Scout production, that this is still so open. Not sure why we're pulling, okay. That one was from the wood line. Oh, this is risky. Whoo. Okay. This is the first real strategic mistake that we are doing. So, never move out. If you have open res and don't know where the opponent's army is. This is really important. Because you can easily lose 3-4 wilds now against his 4 scouts and can wall into walled wood lines and spearmen. This is yeah, 1 spearman now coming over. This could have lost us the game already. But opponent's army is not around, so we are fine for now. 17 farmers. Villager passing fixed, by the way. And now we slowly need to get onto gold as well. And actually we find damage and he doesn't. Yeah. This should not have happened. Look at that. He has 2 spearmen. Like what's his... Like where are his 2 spearmen? Yeah, this should be walled. And then he should have the spearmen here. Makes way more sense. But okay. Mining camp, tiny misplaced. Oh, and we will be having too much food. We have 21 farmers and only now switch on to gold. I think I once made the rule of thumb having 17 on food and then go on to gold. If I played scouts into knights. Could be 18 as well. But we will have 21. So we will have not enough gold for too much food. 18 rule of thumb? Okay. Makes sense. This is a weird way of scouting. Hiding TC quite a bit. Now only one villager on berries. Going for the market here. Wheelbarrow now. Wheelbarrow will delay our castle age timing. Look at that. We could click up already. Ah, yeah. We will be 30 seconds later to castle age because we tried to squeeze in wheelbarrow. Rule of thumb. Wheelbarrow, the first upgrade if you are in castle age. But I can see how, especially with Burgundians, it feels good, right? I'm not sure how we got to that farm before this one, but okay. Second stable. This needs to be walled. And now we only have 5 on gold, right? Because we transitioned too late onto gold. Yeah. I think we need to pull like 3-4 farmers onto gold would have been better. Look at your resource distribution. I hope you do the armor upgrade as well. And we need to scout what our opponent is going for, if he's adding a second stable or not. Okay, we see the second stable. And we see an extra town center. Okay, we're finding quite some villager kills. Really good job there. Okay, Cavalier. Okay. Oh! Oh! What's happening here? Our opponent is up to castle age. He has double stable. We are not walled. We have 2 stables. One stable does husbandry. The other stable does cavalier. Okay. Yeah. If we are open and later to castle, army is important, right? We saw the double stable. Army is important versus double stable. I think this only works, like husbandry is an upgrade that you need if you have army out. For those 3 scouts, it's not that important. I've often seen people go triple stable if they played Burgundians. And I think it makes sense because this upgrade still takes so long, Cavaliers, right? Oh, and our opponent is in. Obviously, that's an ugly overchop. Won't happen too often. No stable. That farm could get sniped. Yeah, now everything is falling apart, right? Yeah. And having 900 food and still not pulling any villagers away. Like, you're building that TC with gold and stone villagers. While you need gold and stone. And all your farmers are basically continuing to work. Would have loved to have like 8 villagers build that TC while 5 are on gold, 5 are on wood. Rewalling here is desperately needed. The last wood upgrade is not that important. Okay, now you're heavily on gold. The thing is though, we already saw that our opponent is going mainly on camels. And we really invest that much into Cavalier? I think I would have preferred a 3rd town center before that. Okay, finding some nice kills. Okay. Also, those 2 spearmen, like, how is the raid really coming in here? We will see it earlier. Okay, pikeman upgrades. Houses. Okay. Still, I think, like, you're not farming enough around your mill. And if I see every single farm is, like, basically centered around this main town center. Okay, second barracks. Okay, what are we trying to achieve with the second barracks? Is it defense? We don't need defense against player that only plays camels. Is it aggression? Then where's our siege workshop? Camels are such a bad raiding unit that you with triple town center and 5 pikemen can defend every single raid. And again, the question, where are we taking damage next? Where do we need the pikemen? 2 exposed vills here. This could be raided. And we are basically patrolling in a spot where we already have somewhat vision. Town watch, by the way, could have really helped. And where we already have a town center. Plus we see all the camels here. So I think the second barracks was a mistake. Now you go aggressively. Oh, he walled here, right? And you didn't know. Yeah. That's costly. Okay, TCs are running nicely behind this. I like it. Here goes camels. Pikemen just completely shrek camels. You get that monk. Punishes monastery. Triple relic at the front. Oh, now your pikemen are split off though. Oh, that's ugly. Now the barracks are being added. After you saw that this is a TC on stone, so you could know that he will have a castle pretty soon. And against the Berber castle, pikemen won't be crazy good in castle age anymore. So I think the moment you arrive with your pikemen, I would assume we run into a castle. That won't achieve anything anymore. This is the moment where we have to think about imping. $35.18 KD. Doesn't make me too happy. And those were all fights that we took on his side, but not in the eco, right? We took some here, we had some here, we took some here. So we didn't take out any vills for quite some time, but lost so many units. But still, we have 8 eco upgrades, they have 4. So, we're still in an okay spot. Townsend helping out, pikemen around. We're heavily on stone, hallelujah. We're pushing back. What we need is a castle on this hill now. Also, Burgundians. Relics are good. Oh, what hotkey did I just click? Burgundians. Relics are good. Okay, eating 1 conversion, fine for us. Now I'm scared that he will raid here, but we're putting all villagers away. And yeah, camel raids. They should find nothing. The moment we have like 8 pikemen for the defense, we should be fine. Fletching coming in. Love that. Absolutely love that. Castle here. Fine with me. Pressuring that stone. Going for the wood line. Yeah, and he just invested all his castle age army, but we lost quite some villagers here. Wait. I even stopped watching. So we have 3 town centers. I think pulling every villager was a mistake. I think just have like 3 villagers finish the town center here. That's good. Or on our other stone, like or gold, something like that. Here could have been an option. Now those camels are coming in. We kill the monastery here. Like, it's interesting that we saw the camels here. We see the camels running away to the right side. right? We know the camels are here right now. What is our reaction? More pike to the front and some to the left. Right? Pike obviously not a great raiding unit. But we should have anticipated where those could have been used. Also, no town watch, no outpost, right? If we have one outpost here, this is so much better. If we have one outpost here, so much better. Just gives us so much more vision. How's his vision looking? Not that great either. Yeah. But that really helps out. Town watch. Yeah. Town watch. Good upgrade. Get early castle. Unless, forward. Stone walls? Nah, stone walls are not a thing. Like, why do we want to invest so much stone walls here? He will find something, our walls here. Stone walls can help, but just takes so much time, such a big investment. I think an outpost itself does the same job. Okay, now I want to see how we lose 30 villagers? Or even more? So those were not pulled. Now those are being sent back. Now you only have 6 here. Oh, and you gather pikemen. Oh, okay. Let me see. Does that work? Let me see. Let's go in-game. Okay, trick. Alt, Control when selecting. So what just happened here is basically you drag the box and put them into the town center, right? Because you were scared, oh, stuff is coming over. And you were like, okay, let's send all of them in. And that's how pikemen ended up in there, right? But if you here drag the box, that's what you did. It's pikemen and villagers, right? Here, like this, pikeman villager. Now, what you wanted to do is drag that box and press Alt at the same time next to your spacebar. And suddenly it only selects the villagers. It ignores military. And then you can send them into the town center. That's what you wanted to do here. Exactly the other situation. You can drag the box and press Control. And you only select the military units to attack the camels. Right? And then the pikemen would have continued fighting. And 3 pikemen obviously are so much better against the camels. And you have more spots for villagers. Yeah, now camels out and now it gets tricky. We have 6 on gold. Getting even some more raids in the back here. Yeah, and this is just ugly now to play. This town center, I think, needed to be next to gold or stone to make the game way easier for us. And our opponent is on the way to imp, and we probably just died to camel archer. Opponent does not. Ah, they do have ballistics and thumb ring. Yeah, it becomes ugly here. We are getting trapped. We are not having enough gold. Last armor upgrade was missing for our cavaliers as well. So. Let me also say, if we open later, don't invest heavily in units if opponent already has the counter, right? So, I think we can be more efficient in Dark Age. I think that's the major thing, that you can focus on every single time. Maybe just pick a random game. Oh, I played 5 games today. Let's just look at game 3 and watch the first 8 minutes of your town center, right? And see how clean was it there. Then obviously, like our resources, obviously this is an ugly Arabia map, right? Where it was tough to wall, but I think Hera quick walls this, has this one walled in, has one spearman next to his berries, has a second spearman once we move out to the gold, and maybe has this one walled afterwards, right? And you were constantly open here, over chopping, villagers were moving around, bugging out. It is ugly because of the pawns here. But that's why sometimes someone like Dowd, for example, would always go for those 2 wood lines, right? Just for the villagers be more efficient. Yeah, our units were late in Castle Age. Husbandry and Cavalier. Maybe a 3rd stable would have been an option, and Husbandry only after we have 4 knights. And all the Cavalier investment after we already saw like 6 camels just meant we had this really bad KD in mid Castle Age. Relic focus with Burgundians more, and Town Watch allows us to deal with raids better. And the control and all tricks, something we just learned. I assume we play a bit longer, and our KD won't get prettier here. Yeah, we're investing so much now, going to cost years, 600 HP. Is trying to finish the castle. And against Chem Archers, it now becomes really ugly. We needed timing against this. Chemistry, Bracer. And now we don't have a chance in Castle Age anymore. Yeah. Relics are nice. Also, like, never picking up that relic is just brutal with Burgundians. Trying to imp here. Castle, those are good. Blocking the gold, blocking the stone. Would love to see a light cav in the back here. Right? Because you are blocking the gold. You know that his main gold will be dry. You're raiding this gold. So this one should be the next spot to attack. Also 8 farmers. Not sure if we want to go for mass light cav yet. I think our only winning condition is like mass trap. Maybe bombard cannon halberdier trying to push this area. But easier said than done. It's important that we kill this villager, but we won't. And now, yeah. Camera Archer count that we can never deal with. Oh. Technically, we need a paladin timing now. Our economy was good enough for it. You decided to go for Hassa. I can see why you don't want to go paladin, because the opponent already has camels, cheaper camels as well. But that would be like our wild winning condition. Because now, as I said, our KD won't get better from here. We're still blocking that stone, that's nice. Keeping him at potentially 2 castles? Yeah, I think he should buy himself the 3rd castle. Oh, now the 2nd castle. Yeah, and this is not what we needed. Like, 1 by 1 units, it's not pretty. And this is why I said we also need bombard cannons, right? Resources are not really being put on the map. Oh, imp macro is not looking too hot. But now we're getting heavily raided again. Yeah. Still interesting game. Great choice. And that's it from me. Goodbye, Hippo lovers on YouTube.